Hey guys, uh, got something completely different today. I thought you might be interested. I I smoked a Boston butt and two slabs of ribs, and smoked a package full of chicken legs. And while I was waiting on the ribs and the brisket, the chicken legs went to fall off the bone. Chicken legs. And the meat got a little drier than I like. So instead of just eating them like they are, nobody really wants them like they are. So I'm going to cut them off the bone, put them in a pan, and pour barbecue sauce on them, and eat them like a shredded chicken sandwich. So we're going to take something that's potentially no good to anybody and turn it into a pretty good meal. And or at least I hope that's what happens. So yeah, you're going to see stuff like this. We'll be welding one day, racing the truck one day, then we'll be in the kitchen cooking. So I don't know if that's different enough or if it's a big deal. But that's what we're going to do. I got a idea for what I want to do with it, and we're gonna make it work out. And I'll just kind of take you along a little bit, let you see what's going on. If you end up with some chicken that you don't think turned out like you wanted. This is what I'm starting out with: some smoked chicken with already a little bit of barbecue sauce on it. But I'm going to shred them up and naturally take the bone out of them. But shred it up, add some more barbecue sauce, and it should make some good sandwiches. So just hang tight. I'll get the camera set where you can halfway see what's going on. I'll start cutting some of it up, and we'll put it in a pot here later on. I'll probably warm up some barbecue sauce and pour on it, and then let it kind of simmer a little bit. And I might eat a sandwich here in a little while and let you know if we turn something into something edible that wasn't that bad, but I like it to be better than it is. So I'll bring you back here in a minute. Commented on a video I made the other day. Said he'd like me to talk about and tell the story or give the history or whatever of my old truck I used to race all the time. It's not the one that I drive now. And the whole thing might be kind of interesting because of how it come about. But I'll make another video on it. But back in the late 90s, I come across an old 69 model C10 that I drove around for a street truck for a while, and got to wanting to race it a little bit. So, and I still own it today, even though it's not in the greatest shape. But I'll do a whole video and maybe a walk around and some old pictures of what's been done, how we done it, and how successful we were with the bracket racing program that we was in, and how that kind of turned into what we do today. The truck I drive today was actually built for my little brother, and he drove it for years and kind of got out of the game. The truck was setting up. Well, me and Daddy decided to pull it back out, put a motor in it, which was going to be the motor that I ran in my old truck, and go back racing again, just on a limited schedule. And as we got going, the motor in my old truck ended up being no good. So we started all over again from scratch with a motor build, and ended up with what we've got today. So I'll do a video and go over all of that, but that'll be a pretty interesting story. Anybody that likes stories about drag racing and how vehicles come about and what you've done with them, and with everything I've done with it, I always felt like I was the underdog, and to be able to win races turned out to be kind of a big deal for me. And I hadn't won as many as a lot of folks, but to win any at all in bracket racing, you're gonna have a pretty good feel for it. And there was a time that I did have a feel for it, but that's been 15, 20 years since I've done it a lot. So hopefully what we get back into, I can pick back up and do it as good as we used to do it. And I've got some stuff wrote down and some old history about the truck and the races I've won and people we've beat and all that kind of stuff. So if you'd like to hear some of that, give me a thumbs up on this video, or a comment that says, yeah, I'd like to stick around and listen to some of them old drag racing stories. I gotta try to figure out how to target audiences, I guess, because if some of you's on here because of the title I come up with for making a chicken sandwich, then I don't know if you'd be interested in listening to a drag racing story, so I gotta figure all that out. But right now we're just gonna wing it and go with it, and whatever happens, happens. But I would like some feedback, because I don't have no idea. I just sit here and talk and look and act like I know what I'm doing. So give me all the feedback you can, whether it be a comment or a like or whatever. You can subscribe if you want to hang around and listen to some of what this is, because what I'm doing right now, whether I'm in the shop or sitting right here, I'm going to try to be about the same way. And, I don't want to vary too far from that, because it's just me. I'm not being fake about anything. So, alright. Alright, so now I've spent about 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes, cutting up all these chicken legs. And you've seen them before, so let me show you what they look like. That right there will get a healthy dose of barbecue sauce. Warm it up a little bit, and that should make a really good sandwich. So I'm gonna stop the video right here. I might heat some of the stuff up in a little while and get me a bun. Do a little taste test on the barbecue sauce and how they eat, and you'll know whether you can save a dry chicken leg later on or not. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I got this stuff put in a bowl. Got some barbecue sauce poured on it. All I'm gonna do now is just heat this up, mix all that up good, and try it on the sandwich here in a little while. Get this thing heated up. I said I was gonna put it on the stove and let it simmer. I'm not. I'm just sticking it in the microwave. It'll work just fine. But I'll get this warmed up and bring you back here in a minute. Alright, I got it all mixed up. Smells pretty good. This will make several more good sandwiches instead of throwing all them chicken legs away. I do it like them people on TV. See, I'm going to take a bite and tell you how good it is. Because that's what I would do if I wasn't making a video. So I'm going to do it right now. Let's see what we got here. That's very good. Way better than what I was dealing with the chicken legs. So, well, I guess all this turned out pretty good. I'll come back with something different some other time. So, see you on next go around.